Hi, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, November 16th. I'm Giovanni Benacourt, analyst, trader, and educator with Vantage Markets. Alrighty, so let's take a look at today's fluctuation. Sessions in Asia and London, they were in the red also, so that perhaps would flow into today's session, into a New York session. As we stand, the futures market is in the red. So as we're gonna open, we will have a fluctuation to the downside. I'm gonna use yesterday's high as my resistance. I'm gonna use yesterday's lows as my support. Fluctuation to the downside at the beginning is what most likely will happen. Now I'm not sure 100%, but at least we can come in and speculate that halfway of yesterday's range could be that level where we find that support. Otherwise, we'll continue to drop. That's what we'll see. And the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 right now we are entering that red session. So most likely 4480 could be a target, initial target, as we begin the trading day, the trading session in New York. The Dow yesterday was the only one that had a nice move to the upside. Today it is returning, giving back all that gain. So let's just use around the level of 34,800 as support, and that's our target. And if we happen to fluctuate to the upside, 35,200 will be our resistance. Now, WTI, I've been talking about $75 as that probable level that if we break it, then we can expect to see 73. Okay, so right now we are at that level, so we need to fluctuate to the downside. So the other side is about to enter oversold territory, so the selling is preferable. In Nat Gas, however, we at the earlier session we did had a nice fluctuation to the upside, reaching that 310 as yesterday, but quickly retrieving from there, doing up a nice pullback. Perhaps $3 will be again that psychological level of support where it actually opened, but due to demand increasing, perhaps it'll be short-lived, and then another attempt at reaching that 310 will be probably seen. So looking to buy Nat Gas. Now gold is looking stronger. Now the 1980 level internally could be one initial target, but I'm gonna use 1990 as that level of resistance, and 1932, where the market has done a double bottom around here, so we can use that as a support. But I'm in favor of being long, buying gold. Then we have silver that is actually making better moves than gold, stronger moves than gold. So $24 has been that particular level of resistance for it, psychological resistance. The RSI is, however, a bit too steep. So that could be entirely a strong, too much of a strong movement to the upside. Profit taking could also be in effect as the market continues to fluctuate. So being long can be that nice opportunity. But 24.5 will be our resistance. 23 is the support. If it does pull back a bit more, let's use internally that 23,800 as our level of support to find opportunities to go long. Then we have copper. Copper is actually just balancing itself out. So will this movement imply that it's gonna pull back all the way to this lower tick? So let's see if that will be the case. But as long as as far as I see it, perhaps we could be just taking profits, reposition itself, and then taking another shot at 375. Then we have Bitcoin that has done 38,000 3 times now. The first one was actually back in November 9th last week, and now yesterday and today it has reached 38,000 and pulling back from there. So initially 36,000 could be that internal support for it. Then we have the currencies. The euro is looking to stay north of 108. Let's see if it'll be able to do that. 109 can be that psychological resistance level for the euro, and then the pound is just playing out flat. That doji, it fluctuated to the downside. It quickly recovered. So let's see if it'll reach to yesterday's high. Initially, I'm gonna use 124.5 as my resistance, and this could happen if the dollar index, which is kind of also flattish right now, if it does continue to trend lower towards the 103.5, then we'll see a nice pop on the to the upside on the currency in the metal. But if it does recover and goes the other way, it goes up to 104.5, we probably see those currencies and the metals trending lower. So that's that. Now have a great trading day, and I will see you tomorrow.